tutorial will show you how to submit a publication grants application form to the SRC using the Bishops University Research Portal. When accessing the portal, most of you will already have your own account, which will bring you to a home page that looks a lot like this. If you do not have an account in the portal yet, I would invite you to contact Julie Fredette or Sylvie Cote at the research office, and an account will be created for you. To access application forms for the research office, you will click on Apply New at the upper right-hand corner of your home page. This will bring you to all of the application forms for the research office. The one that is of interest to us now is the SRC Publication Grants application form located in the box under Office of Research Services. In this form, you will be asked to provide the title of your application. Your start date will actually be your date of submission of the application form. So for me at the moment it is August 24th, so I will put August 24th, 2018. Your end date will be the anticipated date of publication, which for the purposes of this demonstration I will put to January 31st. You do not need to add keywords, this is irrelevant. And I recommend that you click Save every time you change tabs in order to be sure that you do not lose the work that you have inputted up to this point. The next tab is the Project Team Info tab. You will see that this tab is automatically populated because you are applying from your own account. So there is nothing more to add here. You do not usually have other project members in a publication grant application form, so this section does not have to be completed. The Project Sponsor Info tab is where you identify the agency and program to which you are applying. To do so, you click on Add New, and in searching for the agency, click on Agency. And you may either go right down here, Bishops University, BU, and select it, or you could have typed it in here to do a search. But in this case, it's easier to select it here. So Bishops University is the agency that provides the publication grants, and then you select the program. Because publication grants is the first one in the drop-down menu, it's automatically there. Other programs offered by BU are the Research and Creative Activity Grants, Special Grants, and Travel Grants. You are automatically identified as Principal Investigator. Competition date, again, you will enter the date of submission of your application. The start date will be May 1st of the current fiscal year. So if I'm applying in August 2018, the start date is in fact May 1st, 2018, and the end date is April 30th of the current fiscal year. So in this case, the end date will be April 30th, 2019. You are obviously asking for Canadian dollars, so that does not need to be changed. You now need to generate your disbursement table. Please click on Generate. Under Requested Cash, here the maximum amount for a publication grant is $1,000, so that's what you will enter. It is not relevant for this grant to ask for in-kind or overhead. I recommend that you save and then close the Sponsor Info tab. The next tab in your application form is the SRC Publication Grants application form, which contains the exact same questions as the application forms that you are used to filling out. So we ask that you identify the category of publication, the name of the publisher, the anticipated publication date, which we've already done, but we have to answer it again. So in this case, January 31st, 2019. We ask that you provide a description of the publication. Please note that some questions have a red asterisk. These are mandatory questions. All questions with a red asterisk must be answered or else it will not be possible to submit the application form. If questions with a red asterisk are not answered, the red Errors tab will appear. By clicking on it, you will have a detailed description of all of the questions that still need to be answered. So here I have not yet answered question 2.1 in the budget section, nor question 3.1 in the applicant's record section. So I will go ahead and do that. The budget, as in the former application forms, will ask you to provide a detailed budget for your fees and expected financial contributions. the applicant's record, will ask you to list scholarly articles and other publications in the past 5 years. You will now see that the Errors tab has disappeared. I have answered all mandatory questions. I am now able to submit. However, if you have attachments to add to this application form that are relevant to the publication grant that you are requesting, for example, a publishing contract, a quote from a translator, or an open access service provider, you may upload the attachments here. At this point, you are able to submit your application. You may do so right away, and please note that all applications submitted via the portal remain accessible in your home page. If you, however, wish to export a Word version or a PDF version for your files, you may do so by clicking on these buttons. By clicking on the Submit button, you will be prompted to provide a little comment if you wish. It's not mandatory. Thank you. And you may click Submit, and your publication grants application has now successfully been submitted to the Research Office and can now be found under Applications under Review. You see, here it is. Actually, I filled out 2.